If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
I think she was set up by Byakuya, who is imitating
By Bacula.
Bacula.
I always love that because I don't know why they put that in the game. It's so
It's
random.
so funny.
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish
Could it be a
serial
reference
killer,
to Scott Bakula,
Genocide
the actor?
Jack.
Oh, aha.
Genocide Jack, the
Ooh.
fiendish serial killer.
That's who he's
Did
based
he really kill Chihiro? New element to the end to the non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more?
Uh-oh.
Can I just say no and they won't put it in?
They will put it in.
Lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. I'm sorry, what?
So
Oh,
stuff's
no.
gonna appear now.
To get in the way.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a way to keep white noise from getting in your way. Press the X button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, your silencer instead of the white noise, the tablet will decrease, so take careful when you have a silencer shot. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well, then, good luck and have fun. I have no idea if we're set to gentle.
I'm pretty sure we're not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Genocide Jack, case file, library disk lamp, and locker room dumbbell. So it shouldn't be dumbbell, because we use that one.
Not necessarily.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
The white
You
noise
hit the
blocked
white
you.
noise, babe.
Oh, the white noise is purple?
Yeah.
you
That's
can-
frustrating.
You can press X on it
Yeah.
to get
The
rid of it.
culprit is Genocide
And it
Jack.
adds time when you do it, I
Case
think,
closed.
right?
Yeah.
That's impossible.
Why?
So
What
if you're
makes it
epic, you can just shoot it
Well,
on all in
come on.
every time it pops up to
There's
get
just no
extra time or
proof
whatever.
for
But
it.
Shoot.
So,
I'm sorry.
shoot it.
Why are you so disappointed in me? You know
Because
I'm bad
these,
at this.
These are simple. This is
I
a
know.
simple game.
There's just no proof for it.
there you go.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. That's so frustrating. I have to get used to it. It's a new thing. I'll get better. I'll get better.
Might know one reason he could be involved.
I can change.
I'm not changing for my
I found this
fiance.
file
Let me
while
make
I
that
was looking
perfectly
around the
clear.
archive in the library.
Do you want me to change for you a little bit?
I think you should change your clothes regularly, otherwise they might get kind of stinky.
No, I like these clothes.
Well, I do too,
Uh-oh,
but you should change
stinky.
them up frequently.
Did he read this?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the genocide Jack.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Booblust.
Hashtag relatable.
It's actually bloodlust.
But more
Oh,
important is
Hifumi.
the other characteristic. And
Never made
Oh,
public?
oops.
What the hell is it?
Sorry.
why don't you tell them, Makoto?
I got it! Apparently, in every genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way.
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
What?
Just straight up.
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
Bruh.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of
Hemophobia?
serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is
Sounds
Toko
right.
Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
It does seem like a riddle in a way, but I feel like I can just about see it. Genocide Jack is Toko, but is it Toko? What does it mean?
Hangman's Gambit.
What?
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh no. What do I do here?
You have to
Oh.
put the right letters in.
Yes. So you gotta
what?
figure out what the word is, and then you gotta choose
I
the
have
first
no
letter
idea
of the
what
word.
the word is.
Well, you have to figure it out.
This one is kind of hard
Yeah.
because it's like almost a slang. I think it is a slang.
Yeah.
And you have to shoot
Crazy
the.
pitch? What is it?
You're not wrong, but.
I mean, technically. I'll give you a hint. The first letter is S.
You gotta shoot it multiple times.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Say hello to my little friend.
It has to be Za. Nope.
No. Just Chuck Testa.
Is it C?
I don't know. You tell me.
Nope.
Sk- sk-
Oh,
Shih Tzu.
Schedule. Scheisen.
Schizo.
Understand?
It's better to put schizo than dissociative
Is it
identity
because-
disorder.
Yeah.
Has a split personality?
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality. It has to do with her behavior. Her one thing that shows it. Her behavior changed.
I got it! You
Right?
were talking about
Yeah.
how she
Yes.
started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up,
I'm fine, yeah. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead?
Yeah, she must have hit her head real hard when she fainted.
World has a front and a back, a top inning and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies.
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
What?
not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer, to drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie.
That
Right,
really
Toko?
makes me think Byakuya set her up and framed her.
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What? You promised.
my.
I can't believe you lied.
Bruh.
You have only
Double
yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
No, that's an epic gamer play right there.
Besides, you broke your promise first.
Face reality,
You said that as
sheeple.
long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
I'm sorry I couldn't keep my promise, but don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
Rip.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't mean...
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second...
Well, hello there. Is it me you were hoping to see? What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
What happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
Hi! Also, she's way more interesting than Toko. I like her a lot more. Her personality's already better.
Same.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is
That tongue
composed
is
of a front
alien.
and a back.
She's
Just
basically
like how
Venom.
everything
Has a
has top and
power of its
bottom,
own. It's a
or how
symbiote.
in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun.
This is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
I was thinking you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds. Just kidding.
It's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit. But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion. Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
You monster
Maybe.
frisbee.
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all of this.
Oh,
Observe!
turn it up.
Oh yeah.
Vibin. Our discerned status of the dead body. Disappearing stain. The stain does confuse me.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that.
You can press X on the
really
ways
expect
to get more
any
time.
of us to believe
Yeah.
it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that
No,
would change
that's not
Oh.
X.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
Since I realized the killer, I feel like something doesn't match up.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
Is it this one?
What more proof do
Ah,
we need?
crap.
What could it be?
You killed her.
Something doesn't match up.
Sorry, but I didn't
Indeed.
kill anyone.
What could it be?
What is the status of the body?
Expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps
If you press option or no.
that
Can
would
you?
change
Yeah, you can
things. Oh,
press
an
options.
alibi,
See what
huh?
happens.
Now we're talking.
When you
I think there is actually a way to open the menu and review your truth bullets.
Yeah.
But I believe the status of the body is that the caved-in bloody head from the blunt force object,
Yeah.
and that it's tied up with
compare your
A
past
cord, but
murders
I
to
feel like
this
the
Yeah.
library
incident,
desk lamp is the other
the modus
part of that.
operandi matches completely.
That one was incorrect.
Be careful, you've only got one heart left.
Oh shoot!
genocide. Jill's gonna get you.
Indeed.
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need?
It's the disappearing stain, right?
What does the disappearing stain refute?
What does it refute? Because you keep saying the modus operandi, which is just the way that it was killed, but like, why switch things? Right? Right? Give me answers. I have one heart left. How long do you want this to take? What happens if
as long as it needs.
What happens if I lose that heart?
You'll get executed.
Yeah, everybody dies.
Yeah.
The killer graduates. Excuse you.
Oh my.
I didn't kill anyone.
What could it be?
Do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
Why would you think the disappearing stain refutes that?
I don't know. So we all die now.
Yes.
Failure.
Hi.
Yes. We're doing a big session.
Indeed.
It's Danganronpa. I told you about that one. It's the one with the goth Lolita in it that Marlon knows about. Yes.
He does the voice.
Yes.
Nobody believes me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say.
Oh, she was talking. She was reading the line.
Oops.
No worries.
Uh-oh, have we already come to the end of the debate? Well then, the quest trial has officially adjourned. Now it's time to reveal who's the blackened.
It's Byakuya.
It appears that the one with the most votes is Makoto. However, Makoto was not the blackened.
Why do I end up being the one with the votes? Why isn't it Toko? I don't understand.
Because you suck.
You can only insult
Looks
me
like
in Monokuma's voice,
The
because that
real
was
killer
fantastic.
gets to graduate. Congratulations to them. You, Tara, you're very beautiful, and I love you very, very much.
Okay, that's not nearly as funny.
You have to
You
waggle your
suck
belly
at video
button.
games. You're not a very good epic gamer, girl. Oh, come back. I miss you. No, come back. Get over here. I miss you. On the other hand, everyone else must now be punished.
Is this really the end for all of us?
Tara, would you like me to punish you?
Well then, what do you say?
Well,
What do you say?
Is this my answer up here on screen?
Wanna give it another shot?
I refuse to give up yet.
Do I just get hearts back? What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It just worsens your grade at the end.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So-
That's nice to know,
So you get
guys.
fewer coins.
Yeah.
Okay, the status of the body would do it then, or the desk lamp?
Well, does the status of the body actually match up with all the previous victims?
But do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Had an alibi.
No, because she was tied up with an electrical cord.
Now we're talking.
Very interesting. Oh, good job, Gigi.
No, that's wrong.
Nice.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
How is it any different?
Oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
Oh, she's so much cooler. I hope she stays.
I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things.
There's a lot of scissors.
Imagine you go to a fancy
She has to have an
Italian
insane amount of
restaurant.
strength to be able to stab scissors through concrete walls.
Indeed.
To Chihiro, it'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
I will
Hey,
say.
I love Chef Boyardee.
I will say elsewhere
Oh,
in the
honey.
Danganronpa lore, her
Oh, honey.
strength is confirmed.
Indeed.
Really? Huh.
Yes.
Well, let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders. The style. No.
I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
The stoner is mad. His munchies are ruined.
Poor hero.
The difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
I Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her?
I'm scared.
They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's 2 differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to...
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
We should call Makoto Big Mac from now on.
Indeed.
I agree, and also I want Genocide Jill to be one of the last survivors because I love her.
She is one of my favorites, I think.
She's pretty epic.
She's hilarious.
Really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's
Guys.
a pattern there.
They were guys. They were always guys. She hates men.
Pattern.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
You can say a lot of things
Pattern?
about Jill, but at least she's not into lollies.
That's
Indeed.
fair. There was a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it. I think I figured out. I know I couldn't kill Chihiro. It's her lover.
Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo, bullseye, right on the money.
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Ken Harada, Tetsuhiro Harada, Shoji Gaku, Kano Asai, Takashi Yoshida, Tomatsuna Taro, Takafumi, Gono, Ukida.
これはうちんちんが好きなんだよ。
They were all guys?
Those names wouldn't have told me that they were all guys.
The people
Like,
I killed with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men. I can't believe I said it. I'm so embarrassed.
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it. I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. Now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam.
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little male,
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lolly car!
Lowly cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
That does make some amount of sense.
I feel like Celeste and, why am I blanking on her name? Jill would be absolutely great friends.
I could see that.
I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors.
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that? Da-da-da-da!
She's fully equipped.
I kind of want to be her for Halloween, not gonna lie. Like, I just want to carry around scissors and do the long braids.
How would you do the tongue? Just have
Just
a
get a fruit roll up or something.
yeah, that's what I was
Fruit roll-up.
thinking.
Like a prosthetic or something starting at the lower lip that just hangs down.
Yeah, that could be.
That's right! So
I'll be
I can go
Byakuya.
anywhere, anytime.
Why Byakuya?
Because she has a crush on him.
On the lowly curb, Yakia.
Indeed.
I think you
Or
should get a
Bacula.
wig and you should be Mondo.
Okay.
And then we can have Austin over, and he can put on a Monokuma onesie. It would be hilarious.
I think that Austin would be better suited. No, I should be Taka. Austin should be Mondo.
Yes, the bromance is alive.
I hear it's probably long enough to put into the
Oh my gosh, can I do it?
the Mondo thing.
The pompadour.
Yeah, I don't know how you make it all like bumpy like his though.
You do it badly.
You have to like
Let
put
me
it.
help.
You have to put it like a deep fryer or something.
We'll bread your hair and deep fry it.
Yeah.
Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?